Hello, beautiful. Well, hello, and welcome to AMHQ Weekend. It is Saturday, August 1st, 2015. I'm Reynolds Wolf.
And I'm Kait Parker. We've got Dr. Greg Postel here. Good morning.
Yeah, lots to talk about. We got severe, we got the tropics. We'll get to all of that. Pretty cool stuff.
Guillermo.
Yeah, Guillermo.
It sounds a lot more spicy than it is.
Yeah, it does. It sounds spicy, but you know what? Those in Hawaii are maybe looking at some spice down the road middle of the week.
Yeah, got to keep a sharp eye on that.
Look, so you can say, okay, pinpoint where I live. What do I got? Severe storms in the Midwest. You've got hot and humid in the South.
Yeah, we go from the severe storms to the hot and humid, just hot and dry for you in the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures anywhere from 10 to 15 degrees above average. Fires, a real issue out there, and we're going to see some monsoonal moisture firing up across the desert Southwest.
Not to mention that stalled out front in Florida.
You're so true.
It's just not stopping there, but the Northeast, you're actually looking pretty good, right?
Absolutely. You know, I'll tell you, Raleigh with 93 degrees, it's beautiful in the interior, but I'm telling you, Kate, you might want to head out to the beach.
Hey, y'all, how about this? New York getting up to 91 on Monday, 90 on Tuesday. Now, today you're at 88, though, just about 4 degrees above average. Your humidity is down a little bit. Those dew points mercifully were cleared out. There's all that moisture in the air. You know how it was so heavy on Thursday? You ended the work week and it just felt so outside. Look at what happened on Friday. Now, Friday, I know you felt the difference. Last night was a gorgeous night in New York City. I hope that you got out and maybe had dinner outdoors. Today, another good day to spend outside. Dew point still at 59, 66 and 50 in Philly, 64 in Washington, D.C. And y'all, it is all about the dew point because that's what makes temperatures that are going to be creeping up as we go throughout the day feel a lot more bearable, right? So this is what's happening. We have temperatures that are aloft a little bit below average. So that's going to help down at the surface keep things moderated. We've got these downsloping westerly winds. We've got the warmer temperatures on the east side of the mountains as a result of that. So if you live on the east side of them, that's where you're going to be a little warmer. If you live on the west side, you'll be a little cooler. The west side is always a little cooler, right? Take a look at this. 88 in Boston, 88 in New York, only 82 in Pittsburgh, only 76 in Buffalo. But still bearable temperatures, right around average, 92 in the nation's capital. I mean, it'll still be hot. It's August 1st. It's still going to be hot outside. There's no question of that. But it improves a little bit for tomorrow. By Monday, though, 97 degrees in the nation's capital, right when you're heading back to work. Maybe you're taking the kids there on a last-minute vacation. It's going to be a steamy one. Philadelphia, Monday, 94 degrees. How do you feel about that? Pretty warm, right, Reynolds?
Yeah, but you know,
it is like you wouldn't believe. San Antonio, your forecast high today, 100 degrees. Now, you might say, okay, yeah, whatever. The South, it's Texas, you get to 100 degrees all the time. But this is South Texas, where the humidity levels are higher, which means it's more difficult to heat up the air. And you don't often see temperatures climb over 100 degrees. The record high, 102, back in 2011. We're flirting with that in San Antonio today. We'll be doing the very same in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know that if you're in Louisiana and that heat kicks up, it is rough. So right now you're at 80 in Dallas, 73 in Little Rock. Dallas actually probably feels pretty phenomenal right now. If you just step outside, maybe just, I don't know, go for that morning jog right now because the dew point is only 60 degrees. 80 over 60. Hello, that's an awesome feeling morning across the Big D. 72 degree dew point in Oklahoma City, though. Houston, though, at only a 66 degree dew point, that's pretty good. That feels pretty nice. Now, right near the coast, that's where you're going to have your highest dew points in the worst heat for you. It is going to be hot, but it's going to be a little bit more of a dry heat. You know, you always hear people say that. Well, it is going to be a little bit more so. Houston, your dew points aren't going to be nearly as high as what they typically are this time of year or as what you've seen lately. They're going to stay in the 60s. It's still going to be a roaster outside. You're going to be 100 degrees. It's just the difference between being steamed to death outside and being baked to death outside. So today it's more of a baking, Reynolds.
No doubt.
Yeah, Reynolds, really sad story here. You know that it's been a week since these two teenage boys went missing during a fishing trip off the coast of South Florida. This actually, if you'll notice even the courtesy here, WPTV, that's where I worked for many years and only recently moved to the Weather Channel a couple years ago. I can tell you this community, hard hit by this, the U.S. Coast Guard announced yesterday their decision to suspend the search for the two, and it has been heartbreaking for the families down there. However, officials say if they will resume the search if they find or receive any new information. So if you see anything, friends and families of Perry and Austin say they're committed to still bringing these boys home.